Friday began like any other. Coffee cooling beside the keyboard. A weekend walk planned for Saturday, and a Sunday roast penciled in with the kids. Lauren James, 45, had been trying to take better care of herself since her GP told her her circulation wasn't what it used to be. Nothing alarming, he'd said, tapping her chart, but you need to move more. Eat better. And for heaven's sake, stop smoking. She hadn't quite managed that last one yet. The cigarette still rattled around in her handbag, but she was trying. That word again. Trying. The one that holds families together when nothing else does. Her office in Exeter was quiet that morning. She'd just settled in when her mobile rang. Unknown number. She let it ring out. A minute later, it rang again. Same number. With a sigh, she picked it up. Hello. A man's voice, calm but clipped. Is this Mrs. James? Are you Dan's wife? There was something in the way he said it, that pause before the name, that made her blood run cold. By the time she reached the dual carriageway outside Newton Abbot, she didn't need to ask. The flashing lights, the cordon, the line of stopped cars, all of it said what no one wanted to. She pushed through the cluster of officers and paramedics until she saw the wreck. A blue Ford Focus folded in on itself, steam ghosting from the bonnet. And on the tarmac, a man. Her husband? Someone turned as she screamed his name. She dropped to her knees beside him, gathering him up, her hands red and trembling. The world shrank to the circle of wet road around them, sirens pulsing like a slow heartbeat. Back home, hours later, she tried to tell the children, their 3 grown kids, who'd come straight over when the police called. But when she opened her mouth, nothing came. Her chest seized tight. The air seemed to disappear. She clawed at it, gasping. I can't breathe, she mouthed. Her eldest daughter shouted for an ambulance. When the paramedics arrived, Lauren was slumped on the sofa, eyes wide, lips pale. Her pulse fluttered under their fingers like a trapped bird. At Torbay Hospital, doctors suspected a heart attack. The ECG told the same story. Chaotic rhythm, pressure dropping fast, heart barely moving. They prepped her for transfer to Bristol Royal Infirmary, where the cardiac unit had better equipment. She arrived under grey skies, rain speckling the ambulance windows. Inside, under the strip lights, her 3 children followed the trolley down the corridor, silent, pale, still wearing the clothes they'd been crying in. The cardiologist on duty, Dr. Connor Fielding, had seen plenty of heart attacks. But when the scans came through, something didn't add up. The arteries were clear, completely clear. No blockage. No damage to the vessels. He ordered the test again. Same result. Her heart was dying. But not because of anything physical. Dr. Fielding sat back, rubbing his eyes. Then it hit him, an article he'd read not long ago about a rare reaction the body can have to sudden emotional trauma. The Japanese called it Takotsubo syndrome. The world called it something simpler, broken heart syndrome. It wasn't a metaphor. Under extreme stress, the body can flood itself with adrenaline, enough to stun the heart into paralysis. It mimics a heart attack perfectly, only there's no clot, no cholesterol, no cause you can see on a scan. And there was only one treatment: to keep the patient alive long enough for the storm inside them to pass. He adjusted her for and raised her blood pressure with medication, but he knew it wouldn't be enough. He turned to her children, standing by the door. "I need you to go to her," he said softly. "Talk to her. Tell her you're here. Give her a reason to stay." They gathered around the bed, holding her hands, pressing their faces close to hers. Their words came out between sobs. "Mum, please. We love you. We need you. Don't leave us too." And while the monitors ticked and beeped, something subtle changed. Her breathing slowed, her pulse steadied. The color crept back into her cheeks. Days later, Lauren opened her eyes. She told them later it felt like drowning in silence, like sinking deeper and deeper into something cold and soft. She'd felt ready to go, almost peaceful. Then, far away, she heard her children calling. Their voices cut through the dark like light through fog. "Mum, please come back. We've already lost Dad." She turned around. It would take weeks before she could walk unaided again. But her heart, quite literally, had repaired itself. The scans that had once looked like a slow death now showed perfect rhythm, as if nothing had ever happened. Grief had taken her husband in an instant, but love, quiet, steady, stubborn, brought her back.